Come spend the day with me. You may be wondering why there's a Goodyear blimp standing outside my window. Well, it's because NASCAR has taken over Chicago, and there was also a big flyover and fireworks in the park. It's kind of crazy. There were helicopters and all the things. The last couple of years when this has happened, I stayed and watched the race. You can see the crazy setup. They literally raced through the city. But today we were actually going out for something a little more exciting. Curt was like a kid at Christmas. He was so excited. He's been wanting an electric bike for so freaking long, but he had back surgery last year, so he couldn't get one. But we were headed over to Village Cycle Center, which I have to say, these were like the nicest people ever and so helpful. They answered my 10 bajillion questions. And we did, in fact, get 2 electric bikes, which I'm pretty excited about and I actually feel pretty safe on. Unfortunately, by the time we got them home, it had started raining, so we ended up going over to Miru in my building for some food. We were also starving, but we probably would have gone out riding on the new bikes anyway. But luckily, it just kind of all worked out. So we had some delicious food. Curt had some sushi and some fried rice. I had a burger. And by the time we ate, the rain had cleared. We were going to leave Cooper at home because I special ordered a special seat for him for my new bike, but it's going to take a few days to come in. But he absolutely insisted on coming with. He was like, excuse me, grab my backpack because I am coming too. And he just had the time of his life. We did make several stops, rested, laid in the grass. And well, me and Curt laid in the grass. Cooper did for a little while, and then he got some zoomies. He got very excited. He tried to get Curt to play with him, which of course Curt indulged because he's a pushover too. I mean, I say I'm a pushover, but Kurt's really a pushover. And then more zoomies, and we ran around and played for a little bit until he was exhausted. So after he got his fill of zoomies in the big open park, continued riding until we made it to another beach, and we just kind of stopped, looked around. It was beautiful. Cooper was taking it all in. We rode some more until we got to this spot that Curt and I love where there's huge waves and we love to just stop. There was also another helicopter and we just hung out here for a while. Cooper was desperate to go down by the water, but I was not having it. Those waves were way too big and I wouldn't let him go anywhere near there. So we stayed all the way towards the top and just looked around and then rode a little further until we got to this spot. But by this point, it was getting pretty dark and it was also kind of foggy and getting a little bit colder, actually, shockingly. So we headed home. And then I was ready for a nice long hot bath. It was pretty late at this point and I was door dashing some food, but I wanted to soak for a little bit until we got our pizza, which let me tell you, Cooper is a fiend for pizza and he wanted some. I hope you all have a great night.